back to another video. We are on Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 3 now, Episode 5. The finale for Season 2 was so good. I hope they can keep it up. That was so good. I just figured out, because we are watching chronological order, we have seen some Season 3 episodes already. I didn't even know. Clone Cadets was the first episode of Season 3. I thought we were going to start now with the first episode of Season 3, but we're jumping into Season 3, Episode 5, called Corruption. So yeah, I guess I just didn't realize we already seen some of these episodes. Maybe it won't look too different, but I guess once you jump into Season 4 and onward, it'll start looking a little different. I just remember hearing Season 3 also looks a little different, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the whole Boba Fett arc, the trilogy that we got for the end of Season 2. Definitely top tier Clone Wars so far. I think that has been for sure my favorite trilogy so far. But yeah, on to Corruption. Last time on Clone Wars though, Boba Fett and Bossk were both captured. They are on Coruscant in prison, probably. The slave one exploded with Aura Singh inside of it. I don't know if she's dead or not. Over on Florum, Hondo still survived last episode, and Castus, who was along with Boba Fett, Bossk, and Aura, is also dead. So, lots of deaths last episode. Plo Koon, Ahsoka, they did a mission, went to Florum to track down Boba Fett. They got them. He's in prison now. And that's the catch up. That is where we're at right now. Don't know if we're hopping into another little small trilogy here, or what we're doing. Well, let's just jump right into it. Let's go. The challenge of hope is to overcome corruption. Oh, we're going back to Mandalore.
Satine now finds herself an outsider with little aid to her people. Supplies are impossible to come by, except on the black market.
Wait, this episode should have come after some other ones, shouldn't it?
Consumed by greed.
Oh, that ship.
Satine has called upon her friend Padme Amidala to make a diplomatic visit.
Okay. So no, the Boba Fett stuff did happen already, I am guessing. But this would have been nice if it tied right into the rest of the Mandalore plot trilogy. The new Mandalore.
Typical Mandalorian welcome. Senator Organa teased you'd have a royal court waiting.
I just wanted to greet you myself, before the others.
I hear the crowd. Hello? Oh. Very nice. No bombings going on, none of that. None of that stuff. Any dark sabers in the audience? No? The dome. Doug Dimmadome. Oh, it's got legs. That's sick. Who needs landing gears when you turn into a spider? Oh. Who are these?
I'm sure it won't happen again.
Ah, Legos.
5 times as many officers out here. They're off at the parade. Some big shot just arrived on Mandalore. You're lucky.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
There was a plan. These guys are like pharaoh aliens. That looks like kelp juice from the SpongeBob episode where everyone goes crazy on kelp juice. Weird shout, but you know, that looks like kelp juice.
Be my guest.
I like how they gave Padme the little mole right there. That's Natalie Portman's little mole. Iconic. They just made her look like Natalie Portman.
The Republic can provide security.
The Republic's own dealings with the black market far surpass Mandalore's.
I agree. It's quite hypocritical of you to come here, a member of the Republic Senate, and lecture to us about corruption.
True. Kinda true. Okay. Just let Padme go home. I don't think she wants any part of this. Is that RoboCop? I've never seen RoboCop. That's what he looks like, though. Yeah, is this just kelp juice? What are they doing here?
What is this stuff? This stuff is Slaben.
Slaben.
A agent. If we add it, we can make twice as much tea at twice the profit.
Isn't it toxic?
Only if the dosage is wrong.
Oh. It's gonna turn people into these lizards, isn't it?
There are times I wish I could follow Mandalore's lead. Neutrality. And not just in the war.
But the politics as well. The contamination of greed reaches deep and far within the Republic.
Why is this the most peaceful scene I've ever seen in this show? That guy seems sick. A lot of people seem sick. Oh no. He drank the kelp juice. Oh, I can hear kids in the background like screaming. What the heck is this soundtrack?
What is
Dang.
happening here?
Duchess, I'm sorry no one has come to speak to you. These children have been poisoned. If we find something, perhaps we can create an antidote. But it will take some time.
Which they may not have.
They may not have. Jeez, it's lethal.
Death Watch.
I'm not so sure.
It's
In the
not
past,
Death
the
Watch.
Death Watch attacks have only been directed at myself and the
It's
administration.
the
not
lizards.
children.
They are terrorists.
Pharaoh lizards.
Perhaps the senator's visit has inspired them.
They're drinking it. Oh no.
Thank you for allowing us to inspect the school, Superintendent.
What about what they ate yesterday?
The menu of food is pretty regular here. You would have caught something.
It's just one bad batch.
Drinks, Doctor.
Bad batch.
Drinks.
Those are not part of the school's menu. They are allowed through an outside vendor. Excuse me, child. I must borrow your drink.
Oh, yoinked. It's a poor kid. What the? He's gonna be thirsty.
How could this have happened?
It's not your fault.
I appreciate that. However, for an outbreak of this size to occur, I'm afraid it's a sign of a much deeper seated corruption than I had imagined.
This tea contains a high level of slabin.
I didn't know slabin was lethal.
It usually isn't, but mixed with the tea and at this concentration, I'm certain it's the cause of the children's illness.
Let's get to the docks.
The tea factory. What is this episode? Why are we on a mission to find tea? Who produced this tea? I actually don't really mind it, but it's just funny.
There's no record of an outside vendor.
Superintendent? Hold it right there!
I'm actually on my way to the hospital. I have to go.
Stop him!
That's so weird, okay. Dead. Oh, he's alive. That was the worst getaway attempt I've ever seen. They weren't suspicious of him at all, I don't think. And then he's just like,
School has received sufficient government funding.
what is this episode? Who cares?
Great deal.
The Mandalore plot.
Oh,
The Great British Tea Party. Is that what it's called?
For a
Sadiq.
company, not too far from here.
Tell us where.
what you
Oh, this is Sadiq. He's not the green dude.
Beyond these stars, there's a war going on. As long as my company imports goods, most people turn a blind eye to anything else. To narrow that down. Okay, no problem. There you go. Look, they're actually bringing in a shipment tonight. You want to know which dock?
Alright. Let's get those tea traders. Or traders. I love that ship.
Duchess, there's a shipment arriving.
He's in on it. He's in on it.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
We would expect nothing less.
The Legos. This dude really likes his Legos.
I need to find out how far up the chain of command this corruption goes.
The tea corruption.
when
You weren't watching.
I'm always watching, Senator.
And were you watching as children were dying? Who was watching then?
Duchess, with all due respect...
No, Captain. If you want my respect, you will arrest these criminals and stop stalling.
Stalling?
Why else would you not be down there with a patrol unit making arrests, unless you're involved?
Oh ho ho. I like the little police cars.
I command you, open these doors.
What? Fight back? Why? They defend the tea? He just punched both of them. Arrest them. This is insane. Uh-oh.
Hold it right there.
Okay, they didn't hold it right there. Well, defending the tea till the end. To the literal death, dude. It really means that much to them. Nice. They're going in with the shields, dragging out corpses. Very coordinated. Oh. Oh, let her do it, yeah. I wish she had her blaster because it just sounds so sick. Dude, this is a strat. Oh, insane, dude. These Mandalore soldiers. They did it. Who are these guys, though? I want to know. They look like they're from Egypt. Oh, they brought flamethrowers with them? Jeez. That's gotta smell good, though.
It's not over. The corruption we witnessed is intolerable. Payoffs, police unwilling to comply, my government fooled.
They even fought back against her.
I'm sorry, I'm setting up a committee to look into it.
This dude's the worst. He's like, have you tried turning it off and back on again? That's how he is. I'm setting up a committee to look into it. It'll take about 3 to 5 business days.
Perhaps a Jedi working undercover at the Academy could be of service to us, and in more ways than one. For if we lose our young, Mandalore will indeed be lost.
Who's gonna be the one?
Yoda.
Ah, Yoda.
Don't lose hope, my friend.
Well, no, they're not gonna send Yoda here, but he's gonna send a Jedi. It's over. Geez, 4 minutes of credits? Oh my gosh. Is there an after credit scene? No, it's just 4 minutes of credits. That's crazy. Okay. Well, not the most interesting plot ever, but it was still a fun episode. Fun to watch. But we come off of one of my favorite episodes. We watched Lethal Trackdown. And we go into this one right after, and it's just, the last one was so good. It's gonna be hard to beat it or even get on par with it. But yeah, this one didn't really have too much of a story to it. I mean, more politics and corruption. I understand they gotta develop the world with they gotta develop Mandalore because of all the politics. Of course, they're gonna talk about politics when it comes to all these different places. A lot of Star Wars is just politics, and it's nice to understand all the politics because it just helps you better understand the world and what's going on with all the different federations and all that stuff. But the plot of T is just a little boring. And we didn't even get to know the name of the green dudes with the pharaoh, the Egyptian outfits. But that's what the comments are for, so let me know. What are those? Who are those people? I've never seen that before in my life. Yeah, I just don't feel like there's a whole lot to talk about in this episode. It's just a T episode. I am surprised Padme stayed for the whole thing. She must like Satine a lot as a friend because that just seemed annoying. She brought her there, and then this whole thing was going on with T. Bunch of corruption, and she had to get in the middle of all the arguments with all her officials. I would have just been like, I'm leaving. I'm going back home. Back to Naboo. But she decided to stay, which is very nice of her. I was just going to get a Padme only episode, or it's not Padme only, it has Satine as well, but main focus Padme and Satine episode, it would be a bit more of an interesting plot to it. Like one of the more interesting, which is kind of weird, one of the more interesting Padme plots was the blue shadow virus, which is kind of similar to this now that I just think about it. Lots of people getting sick and they have to find the cure. Kind of similar. But that was one of the more interesting Padme episodes. And then we get this one now, and it's like the same thing, but not as good. I don't know. I'm not hating on it, but going from Boba Fett's origin of becoming a bounty hunter to Tea Party, I don't know about that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction and commentary to this episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, dislike if you want. Subscribe to the channel, it helps out a ton. We're like a little tiny bit away. I think like 100 and something subs away from 2,000. So if you want me to keep doing reactions on the channel, subscribe. Definitely helps me out. Keeps me motivated to do more reactions. Because, a game is coming out soon, VHS, and I think a lot of my channel is going to be dedicated to that. Just because, I've been doing reactions for a year now, and it hasn't grown that much. But I do really, really enjoy it. It's just VHS looks so good as well, so I'm going to be trying to do VHS at the same time as reactions. If reactions get a lot more popular on my channel, I'll be sticking to it a lot longer. But, it's been a year, and I only had 2,000 subs. And I started with like 300, so hopefully we start growing a little bit more. I got to upload more frequently, though. I have been doing almost every single day for an entire year, but there's been some days I take off. But anyways, again, subscribe if you want, leave a like, helps out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video.